We're just trying to get some shit up. And I'm just here to make an announcement just before there's any confusion. I'm not showing the match due to the fact that MLS will take down my fucking channel quickly, like as fast as anything possible. So just a brief warning, it's a watch along, it's not a live stream of the match. So just clearing any confusion before this. There we go, there's your full frontal warning. But anyways, gosh, this light's gonna be a bitch, ain't it? No, it's alright now. But anyways, the Cascadia rivalry, Portland Timbers versus Seattle Sounders. A match that is actually in big importance for all three Cascadia teams because Vancouver did win just recently, meaning that it is a points difference of 2 between between Portland, Vancouver, and Seattle, as Portland are in the top 6 of the Western Conference, whilst Seattle are 2 points behind in the bottom part, meaning if it's pretty much a big win deal for Seattle. This is me trying to understand American sports. And before anyone asks, I'm coming into this as like a neutral, so I'm not supporting any team, like at all whatsoever. I'm looking at this at a strategic, what the fuck are you doing? That was my cat. Fucking, yeah, we fucking get it. But anyways. Should be exciting matches. So what's everyone's predictions for this matchup? Top chat. No, I mean live chat. Like, what is going to happen? Will Portland extend their lead over their Cascadia rivals in their lead up to the playoffs? Will Seattle win to bump over both the teams? Or will it just go into a 0-0 draw? And I'm just going to try to make this as entertaining as somewhat possible. Hoping not the latter, and hoping for one of the formers. So, yeah. It's exciting. It's riveting stuff right here. And there is a high potential there's going to be a fuck ton of rain due to the weather in Australia at the moment being absolute dog shit. We've had last 3 or 4 weeks like no rain at all on the east coast, but now it's been raining hard, but it's currently stopped at the moment, so hopefully it stays like this for the entirety of the matchup between Portland and Seattle. But anyways, I've got to give big ups to Real Salt Lake, 6-0 away from home against the Colorado Rapids. That's something. And also there was the El Trafico, which I believe is the LA rivalry, where LAFC and LA Galaxy drew 1-1. So it's very riveting, the MLS at this moment, because the Australian League and the American League in recent years have been made from like the same mold, roughly. But as the MLS has advanced really far with like clubs and support, like with Atlanta United and Orlando, the Timbers, Sounders and all that, our league's just taken major steps back. It has just gotten ridiculous. Culminating in the grand final where an offside call, bearing in mind our league, the A-League, was the foundation of the VAR. We were the first league to try this before the World Cup. And everyone's been complaining about it when it's used and when it's not used. So, but then again, maybe it's just Australian soccer fans are just very pessimistic as hell. But who knows? So we're just waiting at the moment. I don't know exactly when the match is meant to kick off. Maybe 11:35 our time, which would be roughly like 6:45 over on the Pacific. 9:35 over in Eastern. I know my time zones. Oh, it's very... That is terrible. It's not even sunny, it's just white. Does anyone can like focus this? I don't think there is. So I have to sit like directly here so the light just doesn't like fuck everything up.
What was it like coaching you?
The parents in soccer?
It's pretty much the show. It's what is it? It's the MLS. There's an MLS show called The Movement, and it's on, and we finish in about 10 minutes, and it goes to the coverage of the Cascadia rivalry, which the Cascadia Cup in itself is actually probably a fantastic concept that I never thought would see. It's a cup specifically made by the fans of Vancouver, Portland, and Seattle, and they all play each other 3 times in the league. Whoever has the most points wins the Cascadia Cup. And it's like no corporate entity, and I know I'm probably just like slandering every comment and copying every comment from Copenhagen, but it's a very brilliant concept. And I've just recently heard that ESPN have actually got now the rights to broadcast the A-League, which is the Australian League, over in the US, which is pretty interesting. But I guarantee the only reason they're doing this is to see the Australian women's comp, because at the moment with the Australian women's like team and like scouting and developmental is one of the best in the world. And you got players like Sam Kerr who are killing it, who in my opinion, and I know this is like, I remember last year for Women's Player of the Year, the shortlist was put out, the top 3, and Sam Kerr didn't make it. Everyone caused a major stir about it, and it's saying, because I think it was like one of them was it was all 3 European players. I can't remember who they were, but Sam Kerr wasn't in there, so everyone caused a major spur about it. But I definitely see in like the next 5 years, especially if Australia does get the 2023 Women's World Cup, we could become the best women's team, women's soccer nation in the world. We just have to knock off the Americans, which is going to be very difficult because over the last like 10 years, the America's women has been very superior, but I think the tide will change in favour of Australia. Because you've got like young players like Ellie Carpenter, who I think she's only like 17 and she's already killing it. She killed it over with Canberra United in the W League, as it's called. Sponsored by Westfield, but oh, jeez. So they're doing a thing about Paradise Soccer Club, which is a team based off in Hawaii. Which is it's actually a very pretty interesting concept, to be fair. Of teams from other parts of the region, so.
Somebody like Bobby Wood, who has Hawaii connection. Somebody like Brian, that was successful. I want to see more Hawaii kids in Bakery, basically.
Natasha Kai comes from a very small town, Kahuku, on the north shore of the island. If she were to drive here now, it would take her an hour and 15 minutes to get here. Zach Scott's from Maui. We have a
Maui.
kid from Maui on the national team for the girls U15. The beautiful part about the island.
Good on Maui.
There are good players
From Moana.
We're definitely progressing. We're getting more kids into the youth academies here at MLS. Where we grew up playing pretty much the same teams, the same kids since we're like 12 to 18, you know?
That's...
Having social media in this digital age, it's a way of breaking down barriers for kids that don't often get seen in Hawaii. And Max is a kid I saw on Instagram and has used social media to connect with people beyond the island.
Maxim speed.
I have a surprise.
Decent.
You ready for this?
Max, what's up, buddy? It's Jordan Morris here. I wanted to wish you all the best in the upcoming year. We hope to see you back out in Seattle soon. It was great meeting you a little while ago, and just wanted to wish you.
My cat's gone fucking mental at this point.
It's pretty cool.
All messages are visible. Yep. I'm not about censorship here. And so, who's everyone rooting for in this match? Are you a neutral? Are you the Portland, or are you Seattle? Because it's pretty interesting to see the banter that happened. Because I remember I did the Celtic Rangers last year, and there were hundreds of people in here, and everyone was just abusing the living shit out of each other, which was pretty hilarious in itself. But in terms of like the Americans and European, there's in the Glasgow rivalry, there's a lot of politics enduring with that, particularly with like Northern Ireland and stuff like that. But yeah, we having fun out here. I need to stay like right here, to the left of the screen specifically. So, because if it does that, then it's just going to be a pain in the ass for people. Yeah, there we go.
So, what's up, guys? Well, there you go. It's a small pool. There you go.
Okay, we got some.
That's my striker I was telling you about.
Fuck, how long we got? We have got 4 minutes till they start the broadcast. This is going to be pretty interesting to see how this will turn out.
There's always been something with Hawaii and Seattle Sounders. Like, there's just something that's there. We just get each other, I guess. Brian Ching was one of the first, if not the first. Zach Scott was a longtime hero, awesome pro, and myself. Hawaii, we got good talent. We got good players. We just need to be seen in the world.
That's two with an opportunity here. Here's a long-range effort. Oh, what a spectacular strike! Solid performance by the youngster.
They showed a clip about Hapaio from the S2 team, and the footage they used couldn't have been worse. It was literally like lagging, like a terrible stream that you get with bad internet.
Bringing players over. I think he's 19 years old. Went over there.
Perfect example of getting kids and finding them and getting them in the right environment. And hopefully I was, part of showing those kids that there's a way to get there to the highest level.
When you find an area that is producing
The broadcast should start very soon now.
It becomes.
I'm showing the
a very
Cascadia.
interesting concept. Like, hey,
I know like it's like the Cascadia rivalry, but is there like a name for it specifically just for Portland and Seattle?
She's growing up too fast.
Oh, bloody real insurance ads. Fucking piss me off. Funny thing about them is, one of them was like, they got like some husband and wife seeing their child, who's like 18, putting something in a bag, and the mother goes to the husband, "Oh, I'm so proud of him." It's implying that he's like going to like university or something, but it just looks like, congratulations, you've just packed your own bag after what, 19 years. So it's amazing. It is amazing of how terrible the Australian ads are. Makes me wish that we have like ads like the US and Japan have, just because they're just brilliant.
To get a quote, call 139-949 or search Real Life Insurance.
Everything is changed.
Tuesday, September 11th.
It's like a free world.
Oops. Oh, that's about strippers. Nice. Allegedly. Who knows? The deuce.
Tuesday, September 11th. Following O's on Showcase.
Decent.
On demand.
Okay, here we go. Nope, shit, there we go. Major League Soccer. Or are they just repeating the title card without any sound? Yeah, at least they give you a secondary reminder to, yeah, you are watching the MLS. You haven't done something wrong. You are watching the MLS. Are they going to do it a third time? Third time's a charm? Oh, okay, Portland Timbers. They're in Oregon. Yeah, you're not wrong. Providence Park on the border between Oregon and Washington. There you go. Providence Park, Timbers, Seattle Sounders. Oh no. Everyone's wearing earbuds except for one bloke. I feel so bad. Some of the other matches of Week 26. 1-1 between Chicago Fire and Columbus Crew. 1-1 Houston Dynamo FC Dallas. 2-1 Atlanta win away to Orlando. 1-1 in the LA El Trafico. 1-0 Philadelphia Union over the Revolution. 3-1 win to Toronto over... Oh, there we go. Almost. So pretty much you see moderately the Portland players warming up. In their green and yellow strip. With no commentary to make it sound very awkward. And there you see they're also... The Seattle players are warming up in their blue and green kit. Just absolute riveting stuff you got here. Okay, we've got the team for the Timbers. Number 1, Jeff Antonella. Number 2, Alice Powell. Julio Casante, Liam Ridgewell, Zarek Valentin, Diego Chara, Lawrence Olam, Andy Polo, Diego Valeri. And half the team that just put in the starting 11 I wasn't even on the screen. I'm just not even going to bother. Because they put like the names of like the players, and then they put up the actual where they are in their positions, and half the players weren't even there. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I felt over this last
There we
3
go.
games where they've been in a losing streak, they've been opened up too often in behind. And for Seattle, speed in transition. When they pick the ball up, it's something they've been so good at. Finding Rui Diaz.
Oh, they... Damn it, didn't show them coming out. I wanted to see the TIFOs, because that's what a big part of the rivalry is the TIFOs between both teams. Here we go. Match about to kick off. I can't show the match because YouTube will absolutely rip the shit out of my channel, so you can hear the commentary and I'll just try to explain to my best of my ability. But here we go. Seattle Sounders are kicking off, and they'll be kicking that way for the first half. To my left and your left. And Portland are going to the right, and then they swap over. We all know what soccer is.
This is the Big Daddy, though.
It's the Big Daddy. This is Big Daddy. You got the LA Derby, regular Daddy. This is Big Daddy. Here we go, kickoff. Portland versus Seattle.
And the teams are wearing the colors that they would have been wearing back in 1975 in this building when the rivalry started. Portland in the forest green.
Maya.
Seattle what they call Olympic white. It was a slow start for the Timbers this year. New coach Giovanni Samarese. But they picked it up unbeaten since April, up to second place in the Western Conference.
Righto.
One of the longest unbeaten runs in league history. And then a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad week. 3 losses in 8 days, tumbling down the standings. And
Yeah, but they still had 3 matches in 8 days. That's some shit.
On the 30th of June were 11 points underneath the playoff line. They've been unbeaten since. 6 straight wins, actually, on the verge of making some MLS history. With a win this evening, would be in a playoff place for the first time all year. Here is Sebastian Blanco outdueled by Osvaldo Alonso, one of the legends on either side of this rivalry.
And also, John, Ozzy Alonso, a player that has been so important for this team. His form this season, he struggled with injuries over the past couple seasons.
Pretty much both teams are just trying to find their ground at this current moment. They're just doing some passes, you know, trying to trying to like get rid of nerves.
KG, famous word with derbies, but you know, honestly, when I look at this Portland Timbers team, and Giovanni Savarese said that this was the perfect game for them to get back on track, to stop this losing streak. Well, that's because it's a rivalry, and they have this game at home. And I'm looking at the Seattle team.
Because it's a big daddy.
6-game winning streak, so they're playing so well defensively.
Can we get a petition to go around saying that they should rename this rivalry to the Big Daddy Derby? That'd be perfect.
Some opportunities tonight.
Chad Marshall charging forward to win the header over Samuel Armenteros.
The ball goes up.
Some trouble for Diego Char blocking that outlet ball.
And Seattle trying to push down, Portland trying to call for offside, but that didn't go down.
Had it knocked away. Nice fenced in.
Now Seattle has possession.
For the Sounders on loan from Bournemouth to the Premier League.
They're trying to
Valeri charging in on Gustav.
Getting it up. The ball goes for Portland.
Keep your eye on Brad Smith tonight, because that was who Brian Schmetzer said was his secret weapon, didn't he, John? On that left side, because he has the speed, he has the energy to get up and down. He's hoping that he can force Alvis Powell back, so they eliminate that threat for Portland on the right side.
And Brian Schmetzer understands this rivalry as well.
There's a challenge right there. There's the first distinct challenge.
He came straight from high school to become
and it's going to be resulting of a free kick to Seattle in the defensive half.
The USL version of the Sounders took over 2 years ago last month.
So both teams are in the old kits that they would have been wearing if this was in 1975 when the rivalry started. Oh, is that a foul? It'll be a throw-in now to Seattle right near the end.
That stoppage allowing Samuel Armenteros, I'm not quite sure what the issue was, but he came over to change his shorts.
Yeah. Oh, issue with shorts.
And now they'll set up.
This is just riveting stuff right here. Long throwing into the box. Could there be a header? Cleared away. There's a shot and it's deflected. It bobs back out of the 18 for Seattle. And Seattle, and a chance. Goes down. But defense. Could Portland start a counter-attack here? They win a throw-in though, in their half.
We've known each other since 2011, been teammates at 2 different clubs. We asked Ruidiaz yesterday, as we often do in these situations, have you been talking trash? Have you made a bet? And sometimes there's, yeah, we'll do dinner. Or no. And Ruidiaz immediately, with the benefit of a translator, said, yes, no, we have a bet. It's $300. That is the standard that has been set up by the Peruvians in MLS. Ruidiaz won $300 off of Alexi Gomez of Minnesota a couple weeks ago, courtesy of Will Bruin stoppage time winner. We asked Ruidiaz.
So there's a Peruvian syndicate in the MLS about winning money.
Here's Blanco now trying to set up Alvis Powell. His foot race all night with Brad Smith, who used his strength there.
That was a 50-50.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun matchup tonight. 2 fullbacks that like to attack, and Seattle play quickly here.
Nice. Very nice.
Ladero has 6 assists in his 6 games against Portland. Over the last 2 years, here he is on the ball again. And Polo stepping in there to prevent the cross. Ladero once more.
Well, it's in the air for Seattle, but it's caught by the goalkeeper for Portland. A lot of one thing I have realised in US Ultras is they do tend to wave a lot of the gay pride flags, which I can understand why they do that for the use of inclusiveness and all that. I just didn't realise that nearly every single one did it. Like, it's not just like a few teams, it's every single club.
Alonso able to step in though off that first touch. Still some work to do.
But now, Seattle holding it back into their
Able to get a throw out of it. And you mentioned
into their trying to get out of their corner post. But what the fuck are you doing?
The 28 he possibly could have played in
Yeah,
since
fuck off.
2011.
It's going to be interesting watching Andy Polo tonight, because already in this game, the relationship between Polo and Blanco. When Polo goes wide, Blanco tucks in.
Okay,
When Blanco
anyways.
goes wide, Polo plays through the middle. It's actually been Ozzy Alonso those last 2 times, John, that has stopped that attack. So he's edging right now towards Portland's left.
Portland now down the attack. And it's a free kick now. 30 yards out for Portland. Could something happen from this set piece?
Well, some strong tackles in this game already, and yeah, that's a foul. Comes across him, Chara cuts back. And that's a dangerous area for a free kick now for the Portland Timbers.
Okay, now.
Valeri is standing over it. It's a good
7 minutes in, Portland have a free kick. About 30 yards out. That was won by Chara.
Mentioned Alonso his 24th game, Chara his 22nd. Between these
Can something happen from this?
Stephen Fry, the league leader in goals against average and save percentage among starting goalkeepers. Set to be tested by the reigning MVP of MLS, Diego Valeri.
Ridgewell on the wall right now, trying to block
Okay,
view
the
for
free
Fry.
kick. It's taken the shot, and it's just gone wide.
Stephen Fry was much more comfortable than a lot of the fans.
Fair play. Fair play from the kick. Fair play.
The Audi Player Index tracks every move, every match, bringing a new form of soccer intelligence to fans in near real time. To learn more, visit MLSsoccer.com/Audi. We'll be tracking Diego Valeri and Nicolas Lodero. Gustav Svensson under some pressure, being chased by his Swedish.
Oh, it's still there by Portland now. And the ball, there's a chance. Number 10 for Portland. Tries to get the ball. Takes a shot and it goes wide, but it is deflected. It will be a corner. What a great chance that was for Portland. And great rigorous defending there by Seattle.
Because he moved away as an option and gets a little fortunate with the pass from Valeri, and then Blanco just trying to carve it out. And who's there again?
Alonso.
Alonso to put that one behind for a corner.
Only Houston.
They're seeing him build a bonfire at the Timbers Army. And now Portland whips it in. Header! Hits the roof of the net. It'll be a goal kick.
Yet to score in his first year with the Timbers. And he's played every minute since Liam Ridgewell went out with an injury in May. But Ridgewell returns to the lineup for the first time since tonight. Larry Maviala, who scored those 2 goals from Valeri corners in June, had played every minute since the game against Seattle last August, but
Portland now. Portland at the moment are currently having the ball majority in Seattle's own half, so it's a terrible part. So now Seattle have gained possession.
Short week, they got Toronto coming in Wednesday. Here's Brad Smith flying forward, and Chara there to cut him off.
Oh shit! Can I ride on the thing or not? No, I cannot. Terrible.
He is cueing that ball right to the feet of Diego Chara. In for Blanco. Armenteros.
Now Portland now. Can they get it shot through? No, they cannot. They saw possession to send out wide. It's whipped in. Caught straight by the Seattle keeper.
Seattle, the last couple minutes, John, have been struggling to get out of their own end. They're maintaining that commitment to play out of the back right now. Stephen Fry's looking what options do I have. And Portland are pressing well. They're cutting off passing angles. They're picking it up in good areas.
Smith intercepted by Cascante, but the pressure on Powell to win it back. Harry Ship.
It's a 3-ball here. Seattle have a great chance here. Try to pass it through into the middle for a tap in, but it's cleared away by Portland. A great chance there for the Sounders.
Able to find the angle for Alvis Powell.
Now Portland now. Could they push further?
The cavalry to join him.
They're sending the ball from the right side of the field to the left.
And this was an area of focus for...
Now they're in the 18.
Now Valeri setting up top of the box for him.
Going to be cleared away by Seattle. It is.
Marshall gets it away
for Giovanni Savarese and saying that
And it goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Portland.
Defensive block, which he thinks is so effective. So when his team has those little moments there, and that pass from Valentine is a perfect example because he had to look up. He could have kept possession side to side. Instead, it's a vertical pass that takes out the midfield from Seattle, and they're testing them in behind, trying to take advantage of some of the speed. Great running so far from Andy Polo.
So at the moment now,
They've had so much success this year, Portland by being defensive. 15 games without a loss. Just 4 shy of the all-time MLS record.
Portland trying to press through now. It's a good pass. Up to their attack. They could send it out wide, and they do. It's shot up, but it goes over the crossbar. It'll be a goal kick to fucking Seattle. Got there in the end eventually.
Yeah, because he should be looking at that space over there. Leerdam has to tuck inside. Roldan is late to recover.
The amount of strain sitting down on the floor does to you is just ridiculous. At the moment, 12 minutes in, still 0-0. Both sides have had a chance that could have ended up in a scoring situation, but however, it has not happened yet.
Played more games in league history as a field player, excluding goalkeepers. Armentero's back at it again. For the point from Savarese being he wanted them to amp it back up offensively, free up Sebastian Blanco some more. And we've seen that in the opening 12 minutes or so.
What? Fuck off. I just... no. Can't fucking block the bastard.
5 years as coach of the New York Cosmos. Never had a 3-game losing streak. He's on right now. Blanco stepping in on ship. Timbers will take the free kick.
Free kick to Timbers in Seattle's half. Potential chance for a whip-in, maybe. But I don't know.
6 straight wins for them coming in.
Was it a deserved foul?
Kansas City, who won the first
Yeah.
games of the 2012 season.
That's a deserved foul. Okay, we got a whip-in opportunity here for Portland.
That streak though for Kansas City actually ended on this field. Back in the spring of 2012, and it's Diego Valeri once again over a free kick.
Okay, it's whipped in. Headed away by Seattle.
Now looking to reset straight to Leerdam. And Christian Roldan just plays it safe and out.
Really? Do you really? Honestly. So Portland at the moment are passing around their defence out at the back.
Look back at some of the scores from Heineken Rivalry Week. The battle for El Capitan will go.
Oh, so it was rivalry week. That's why all the rivalries just fittingly had to be in the same week. Makes complete sense, you know? It makes complete sense.
Galaxy coming from behind.
I thought it was just a major coincidence that the Galaxy rivalry was in at the same time, but no, there was a reason, and it's gone black. And we're back.
One apiece between Chicago and Columbus, ending Chicago's long losing streak. 6 goals for RSL, 2 reds for Colorado, and they have the Rocky Mountain Cup. San Jose tying an all-time record. Most games without a win at home. They were 2-0 up, but Vancouver came back to win. Kaku, the league's assist leader, scoring the only goal as the New York Red Bulls win this year's Atlantic Cup. First of our doubleheader earlier this evening.
The ball's whipped in for Seattle, but it's saved by the Portland keeper. 15 minutes gone. Besides from those chances, not much has happened.
Going for Roldan to chase, and Antonelli again having to be alert. Given away by Lawrence Ullum to Harry Ship. Smith again trying to get on the outside of Powell, but he blasts.
That is a terrible whip in there by Seattle. I don't think the ball's even hit the ground yet.
When they've had the opportunity to put cross in the box, like I said, the quality hasn't been there. It's been too easy for Attinella.
Fuck C.
Timbers right now controlling this
Fair
game
enough.
2 minutes in.
Both Portland and Seattle are known for being Antifa strongholds. I don't know how, but I've just thought, let's talk about politics. But nah.
And he's a bit slow to get up. Terry Shipley missed much of the spring with a sprained ankle. It's been a part of the turnaround for Seattle, is getting him back on the field.
There's Ship with 2 P's because his parents hate him. It's been pretty defensive mindset so far by Portland, but mostly kept the ball down their half, and passing it around the back to see if they can create a chance.
Now battling with Smith, wriggles away from
And now Portland try to whip it in, but it's headed away, and it's going to be a throw into Portland.
for a throw.
And Portland are just giving up possession just like that, and it's now a throw in to Seattle. Showing bits of the Timbers Army.
Now Smith said to throw it in. This is why Christian rolled on. So he told Smith the other day, this is the perfect first away game for you. You're going to love this.
Oh, God.
Smith on loan for the year from Bournemouth in the Premier League, Australian international. Went 70 minutes in his debut a couple of weeks ago. But
Oh, yeah, shit, that's right, Brad Smith. Yeah, that's right, Brad Smith is an Australian. And he just got signed to Seattle, and this is his first away match, and it's the Cascadia rivalry. So we got Brad Smith from Australia. Fair play. Fair play, Brad Smith.
Valeri able to find Lawrence Oldham. Push in the midfield today is played mostly as a center back when they've gone to a 3 center back look this season. Eddie Polo running forward. Polo trying to play for Armenteros. Kim Keehee able to knock it away. Ladero first to the loose ball. Ridgewell steps in.
You see, like, it's AstroTurf at the moment.
Right now, the Portland Timbers, they have no width on this right side, John. When it's not Elvis Power, when he gets pinned back, Diego Chara's out there. That's not where he's most comfortable. He's most comfortable in the middle of the field, winning things.
Another free kick for Portland in their half. It's been a fair amount of it, to be honest. Majority of the calls are going in favour of Portland so far.
Blanco out for Polo. Back in for Sebastian Blanco, quickly for Valeri. The return tight corners.
They tried to be clever, Portland, but it didn't work, and now Seattle have the ball.
No one has won that award.
And Seattle have immediately lost it, and now it's given to Portland.
Armenteros couldn't get that to stick to his foot and bowls over Gustav Svensson.
And just for Seattle as well, I'm just watching Ozzy Alonso when they have the ball. He's saying, let's just slow the play down right now. We've had it spell.
Oh, God, hang on.
Been defending. Let's get up.
Just minor problems with my legs, they're just my blood circulation.
Defending to win the ball back.
Great noise coming from the Timbers Army at the moment. Not much is happening really at the moment. 20 minutes gone, still 0-0. Got a chance here for Seattle happen. They'll be... they call it Shepherd over there. We call it... What do we call it?
Journeyman professional, actually began his career 11 years ago here in Portland with the USL Timbers. His professional
Guard or something like that? It's like when you shield it, that's what we call it.
Washington.
When you block a player from getting the ball and letting it roll out. That's what we call it.
An Open Cup was sport in Kansas City, bounced around in Austin and Orlando, played in Malaysia before rejoining the Timbers last year.
Oh, that's a dangerous tackle there. And it's going to result in the first yellow card of the derby to Chara. That was a terrible challenge he did then. And so we got the first yellow card of the match. Could we be seeing a sending off in this Cascadia rivalry? I mean, in reflection, he does get the ball, but he still took out the player because it's now changed, really, in terms of how you punish those fouls. So Diego Chara, first yellow card of this match.
Now Savarese really animated with fourth official Joseph Dickerson. Quickly in for Rui Diaz. Flag is up on the far side.
He's got the number 1 up saying it's his first foul, but if it's a first foul and it's a bad foul, that is going to be a yellow card.
Yeah. So the Portland manager is pissed off, saying it was his first challenge.
Like you said, John, you talked about the rocky start that he had and how...
But doesn't matter.
Going on that 15-game unbeaten streak. And now he's got to figure it out on a 3-game losing streak.
As MLS on FS1 is sponsored by AT&T. Into the space.
Portland now, can they have a chance? The header just doesn't go and just rolls out. It'll be a goal kick to Seattle.
Ladero flicking along, Chip's going to get there, able to keep it on Cascante as well. And then over
What the hell was that? He tried a simple pass to someone on the line, and he just skies it. He tried, but failed.
Armenteros able to hold it up this time. And
It's another free kick to Portland. I think that was a bit of a soft call in my honest opinion, but Portland have wasted the chance anyways, and they're giving it straight to Seattle's keeper.
Here's Ladero. Trying to roll it into the path of Harry Ship. Accidental.
Oh shit. It was a one-on-one opportunity, but the Portland keeper came out and swept it up. The old one-on-one danger swipe.
Footer race with Christian rolled on. Roll able to get there first. In for Valeri. Back out.
Oh, lovely play. Portland with a shot straight at the keeper. But it was a lovely backheel there. If it went in, it would have been a fantastic assist. 24 minutes gone, still 0-0, but it's starting to heat up a little bit.
Diego Valeri setting up Blanco. He tries to open it up to bend it toward that far post, but Stephen Fry had already seen it. Had read the play as Leonard's actually still down behind the play, it looks like.
As is Diego Valeri.
Valeri. Those two players down now, one from Seattle, one from Portland. Number 18 for Seattle. Can't read his name. Looks like he's dead. Do they start chanting dig a hole though?
Suriname in the Caribbean, raised in the Netherlands. And we joined them last July as a targeted allocation money player. They had used 5 different right backs in the first 20 games. He solidified that spot. They were unbeaten his first 9 starts. And as part of their summer resurgence, getting him back to a spot in the MLS Cup.
They're trying to, I think it's something to do with his foot.
It's some real concern for him now.
And there is concern for it.
Good, does it? He's in significant pain.
You cut this shit out.
A chance for the Sounders to chat about things. See if we can spot what happened here to Kelvin Leerdam.
So what actually happened?
Yeah, it was just on that right step, wasn't it? And that's what he's holding it after. Is
It looks like he got clipped in the ankle when trying to challenge for something. And he's trying to jog it off, and then he realizes, nah,
trying to catch up.
it's messed up.
He's up on his feet now on that far sideline.
So the Sounders will restart down a man. Valeri driving back into the play. And Leardom's going to try to continue, but doesn't look great right now.
He's limping, but he's deciding to carry on. What could happen? Could he be subbed off? Who knows?
Ladero took a bump from Ridgewell before he got that header away. Armenteros was offside, though, when Ridgewell...
Offside against Portland will be a free kick to Seattle.
Armenteros, who very much thought he should have been at the World Cup for Sweden. He was coming into this time last year one of the top scorers really in the world, goals per game. Phenomenal season in Sweden. Earned him a club record transfer to Benevento, who just been promoted to Serie A. They were terrible. Suffice to say, that really is not going to get there. He had a
Just not sugarcoating. Oh yeah, Benevento. Yeah, they were fucking shit.
the right choice to go to Italy, came here to Portland, but wasn't starting in the spring. And
Brilliant commentary. Oh yeah, he got a record transfer to Benevento. Then he was absolute shit.
well done, able to dig it out.
Fair play to US commentators. Oh, it's a beautiful through ball here now for Seattle. Oh, it's a one-on-one. It was 50-50. They've both gone down. The ball has somehow stayed in. How the flip did that do that? It was going out and then it just curved to stay in. Like, how does that happen? Holy dooly. And now Seattle, now breathing down Portland's neck. I don't know why, but they just are. It's a shit use of a metaphor. Now Portland now, could they be on with a counter-attack? Armenteros now with the ball. He goes for a shot, takes a hit from a Seattle player, and now they set it out to the right. Portland. They're trying to figure out what to do. Lovely play. Try to whip in, head in case a deflection off a Seattle player, and it'll be a corner for Portland.
Didn't connect on that strike with his left foot because Brad Smith just allowed him to come back on that. Eventually, it came, will slip past. Chad Marshall is able to pick it up. I'm watching whoever Chad Marshall is marking.
What could happen here from this corner?
Play right now, and he's peeling away to the back post to try and drag him out. Right at the top of your screen, just look. They're trying to take Chad Marshall out of that 6-yard box to open up some space for the Portland Timbers attackers.
The ball's whipped in.
To send it in, looking for Cascadia, Kim Ki-hee.
Okay, now Seattle are trying to get it out of there. Could another counter-attack be raised? Another top through ball. It was an alright ball. One of the Portland players has gone down. And it'll be a free kick to Portland. Yeet.
Katie, what do you hear down there for the Portland sideline?
John, I just had a chance to speak with Portland Timbers assistant coach Carlos Llamosa, and he told me they're very happy with what they've seen in terms of their ball movement. It's been quick, it's been sharp, but also he singled out their rotations and their interchange, and then said they're having a lot of success finding their midfield three. They want everything to continue to channel through them.
Well, 30 minutes in, is this matching up with what Giovanni Savarese was telling us yesterday he wanted him to do?
As far as being compact and organized, yes, I think defensively they've done a good job. And
Yeah,
Rui Diaz
agree
has 7
with that
touches
statement.
to this point, John, and we're in the 30th minute now. And that was something Brian Schmetzer talked about, wanting to have.
Oh, it's a lovely through ball here for the Sounders. Cleared away, but it was offside anyways.
But that one was slipped across. But for Portland,
Could have been a really good chance if he had just held running for a split second.
Out on this right side, they found dangerous areas to put the ball in the boxes as well on the left. So all of their success, yes, it comes through the midfield three, but it's when they're able to get their fullbacks forward. And right now, Valentine's in acres of space on the left.
Oh, I'm able to find the angle for that pass. Valentine picks it up. Back for Sebastian Blanco. Blanco to the byline.
Portland, they've kept the ball in. They try to clear it. Still up in the box.
Valeri leaping up.
Then it's eventually cleared away by the Sounders.
And Ridgewell miscuing that. Andy Polo hitting Corey Rockwell in the back. The assistant referee on that far side was at the World Cup, one of the American referees at the World Cup, and we spoke with
About the referees, yeah,
earlier
Australia
today.
had 0 referees over there. That's apparently accepting like 10 Australian referees.
I never would have dreamed
None of them were
of it
needed.
4 years ago when I was at the World Cup in Brazil watching matches as a fan, and said you only get 48 hours notice the way it works in a training every day, and then on 2 days notice, hey, you're going to work Belgium, Tunisia, you're going to be on the field at the World Cup. Well, got there. As Conte gets it clear.
Yeah, ran Corey Rockwell.
Well, Rockwell said there's a higher expectation, I feel like, now, because I'm a World Cup ref, and he said I have to get to that level. His first game back, the DC out of bench was chirping at him because he kept being behind the place, and I realized I was sort of sluggish getting back in from the World Cup, but I'd really love to get that experience.
Fair play to him.
Now it's Alfonso Alonso for Seattle out wide for Brad Smith.
Which, by the way, we should note, just to wrap that up, they did a fantastic job at the World Cup, and made pro referees very proud of the job that they did and came out of that with some controversial matches as well.
Tell me about it.
Games in the VAR room in Moscow as well. He was reserve assistant referee for the Portugal-Uruguay round of 16.
Uruguay.
Playing with he and Jair Marufo going down to Sochi.
Can't believe they're in business class.
Here's the cutting inside. There's so much to that comment that we just don't have time to unpack. Chip in for Smith. Smith to cross behind Rui Diaz. Polo is
They're
there.
trying to get the ball into the box, but it just keeps on getting cleared out at this moment.
I've missed you, man. It's good. It feels good to be back.
Well, just over a half hour in. This MLS on FS1 is sponsored by Heineken. Open your world. 6 straight wins for Seattle. Haven't lost.
Get it? Yeah.
Since the Timbers
You
beat
hearing that subliminal messaging?
the end of June, they've climbed from 11 points underneath the playoff line to just 2.
I mean, obviously they can't like just put ads up during the middle of like of the game. So
Madero across for Smith.
what else could you do?
How's Seattle look to you so far?
They've looked like the Seattle that, coming into this winning streak, not really creating a lot in the final third.
Madero trying to get a cross away, straight to Antonella.
But you know what, John, with the system that they play, they've always got a chance because they are so good defensively. So they really haven't given away too much to the Portland Timbers. It's going to be up to them to win that game and find ideas to break down. And Chad Marshall, again, he's on pace for, he's in the conversation for MLS Defender of the Year again. And in front of them, the work from Alonso and Svensson is so important to limiting those opportunities, but they have to find a way to get Rui Diaz more involved in the attack. And, it went from a game where against FC Dallas, he had 12 or so touches throughout the game for long stretches, and then, against FC Dallas, that number went higher. But it still doesn't feel like he's getting involved in the attack at all.
Well, even when Seattle were struggling and they were digging themselves, that whole defense has not been the issue for them this year. The issue has been more on the other side. No one has
So,
scored goals coming into the
34 minutes in, 0-0.
but no one's conceded.
Both teams have had chances of trying to get whipped into the box, but the problem is though, none of them. Can you shut up?
Decorated defenders in MLS history. It is in for Rui Diaz.
Mark.
Also Stephen Fry, we mentioned he leads the league in goals against average. Here's Ladero now.
Seattle might be whipping this in here.
Cleared off.
They do. Is there a header? But there is, but it's by Portland, not
Trying
Seattle.
to get back to it, Chip bringing it down, but harmlessly. And in fact, Seattle minus 12 their expected goals against. That's a third of their total. So basically, they should have conceded based on the chances the other teams were getting. 12 more goals than they have, except that Stephen Fry has been there to make the save. And so Christian Roland talked about improving
Good on Stephen
the
Fry.
chances they can create offensively. So he said we're putting less pressure.
I'm gonna get this fucking cut the shit up. If I can get up, that's the fucking problem.
He said a couple minutes ago he had 7 in this game, and when he can drop off sometimes and plays a false 9, it allows Roldan, it allows Lodero, Ship to run in behind and stretch this Portland defense, because right now everything is in front, and it's
fucking
very,
legs.
very easy for them to stop.
Powell is gonna
Oh, would have been a fantastic through ball, but just too peaceful there for Portland.
Armentero's cleared the space out with his run, and he just couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, there we go. I'm old. Yeah, I fucking get it. You're a fucking pain in the ass.
Ridgewell sliding through, Ladero beat him. Great touch to control it. Rui Diaz making a run to the channel. He's going to run out of real estate, though.
You're taking the piss, aren't you?
Montero's crowded off it by Osvaldo Alonso. The Timbers trying to break quickly.
Okay.
Portland had not lost here in this building for over a year. When
There should be some peace and quiet now. Fucking mug was just staring outside because she's been whinging about trying to get outside. Then she just stares and just turns the other way. Chanting for Portland. The shot! Oh, it's cleared away by Seattle. Could another shot be gone through? But nothing has happened. Jeez, that has really picked it up here.
Well, Diego Valeri takes up such a good spot here, Johnny. Just around the space.
I'm trying to figure out like my position because I don't want to be like right here because then it'd just be fucking weird. Maybe something like this. Yeah, might be alright. I think that's a good call. So 37 minutes in, still 0-0. Portland are really knocking on Seattle's door at this current moment. Paracetamol.
Major League Soccer returning to Unimas this coming Saturday as East Seattle Sounders host Johnny Russell and Sporting Kansas City. Coverage beginning at 4 Eastern on Unimas. Kansas City charging their way up now, just 1 point back of Dallas for first place in the West. Smith was there in front of Valeri.
That's a free kick.
He's fouled by Diego Chara.
Chara needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card, so if he gets another challenge,
One closer to Jeff Loretowitz.
he could be a red carded.
Have the second most fouls committed in league history, and he is on pace to go past Kyle Beckerman. Just that Beckerman has played more than twice as many games as he has. Here's Alonso on the ball. In for Ship. Trying to find Ladero. Contact there with Valentine.
No free kick given there by Seattle. That is a very interesting call. Oh, it's a lovely free ball there. Out to the right. Could Portland try to do something with this?
Sebastian Blanco.
Oh shit, fucking hell. It's bright. Just looks like I'm in the dark, like, yeah, whatever. Oh, through ball opportunity. Oh, that was a lovely back heel, but it's got a bit too far for it to be an easy one-on-one. Man, that should have been a perfect chance for Portland to score. But there's another free ball. Trying to whip it in, but Seattle just clear it. Chest it, shot out the 18, another deflection. And it's cleared away by Seattle.
Timbers, they'll continue to build the pressure. Powell sucking in Ship and accelerating.
On a shot by Portland, but it goes wide. It'll be a goal kick to Seattle.
They mixed it up a little bit this time. So Seattle were sat back deep and just lifted one over the top. It was the layoff from Armenteros right before that. Chara with a late run from midfield joins in, and then this was the one from Powell that he dragged it wide. That one was comfortable for Fry, but that's a nice little spot for Diego Chara to pick up just that pass to Armenteros.
We got about 5 minutes left now until added time of the first half. Still 0-0, but Portland are getting very close. Too close for Seattle's comfort of scoring.
Consecutive game where Chara has missed and the Timbers have not won. The dates back a little over 3 years.
So I see the ball boys. I've got shirts saying ball kids because you can't say boy because, you know, sexism. Politics. I need to stop.
Great days in this rivalry's history. Blanco for Chara.
Portland are definitely in control here. They are controlling majority of the play. Seattle haven't really had any chance to like break through. Portland, Blanco takes a shot off a deflection, corner for Portland. Their third of the match, I believe.
When passes come between the midfield, and you think Portland has a look at goal, they are stepping out there, closing down those angles to where Stephen Fry really hasn't had to deal with a good quality shot directly.
Here we go. Valerie is going to whip it in.
And here's Liam Ridgewell again at this back post, dragging Chad Marshall. Right now, Armentero's trying to get in front of Stephen Fry. Big space right around the penalty spot.
Valeri Armentaro.
And the header gets cleared, and it'll be a goal kick to Seattle.
Instead, Armentero's took it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, just knocking it off of Leardov's foot.
Portland definitely now in the heat seats. I think Seattle, in all honesty, need the whistle to signal halftime so they can refocus to get back in this match.
Down to 50-50 after the spell for Portland. Smith intercepting that. And Ladero helping to keep it. Ladero takes it off Ruidiaz. And a switch for Christian rolled on.
They're switching it now. Seattle. What can they do here? It's their first time they've had the ball down in this half, the last couple of minutes. It's a lovely through ball. The shot crossed over. And it gets cleared away by Portland into the corner. It'll be a Seattle corner. If a player just came in, that would have been 1-0 to Seattle.
Get the ball wide, Brad. Smith's in the attack. Right now, here's where you need the quality, and it is a quality pass.
There was a pass by Brad Smith, the Australian. Yeah, the boys.
Sounders had scored one set-piece goal their first 22 games this year. They've scored 3 of them the last 2 weeks. They could have had another one as Marshall hit the bar in their 5-0 win over the Galaxy a week ago.
The ball's whipped in, cleared away by the Portland keeper. A shot on the volley goes over the bar.
We had a lot of time to think about this one. Ozzy Alonso out of the air, and Portland are playing quick. They're away.
Portland are quicker now. They're going down to the other side of the field. It's a nice over top. 99 fell over. But the fans are appealing for a penalty, but no way in hell.
Svensson for Ship. Ruidiaz dropping in to get involved and get on the ball. And Leardov, who seemed to be in a lot of pain earlier, has seemingly run that off and continued well. Smith running inside. Shouldered off with Alves Powell. And the early trying to play the outlet for Blanco, although Alonso missed.
Blanco now. He's got the ball here. He could try to whip it in here. Oh, he tries to, but no. Portland players were there to control it. That was a perfect chance for Portland to score right before halftime. But unfortunately, it doesn't go through.
And right now, Armentero's just trying to make a run. He tries to go with his left foot, his favorite left foot instead. Opening up, going with the right, putting that and redirecting it on goal. Valeri almost got on the end of it as well at the back post, but Sebastian Blanco has been a real threat in this game, John, finding really good spots to get in behind the Seattle Sounders defense.
And that was what they were hoping for. Blanco was on fire early in the season for Portland. 8 goals plus assists in the first 11
20 seconds and then we find out how much added time there will be for the first half.
The goal was against Houston, a pair of assists. It's really drawn up for him. And Giovanni Savarese telling us yesterday part of it is they were asking him to do a lot more defending. And that was the tweak today. Push him higher and have Andy Polo take over some of those duties.
And to me, that looks a lot more comfortable and natural for both players. Because Polo, with his running, is able to get him out. Here's really.
Oh, it's a chance, but it's cleared away. 2 minutes of added time now for the first half.
Seattle, and it's opening up space for Blanco. Blanco's, and like we were saying, just not connecting on that last pass right now.
Against Seattle, they're passing around the back at the moment.
Here at the end of the half. Portland out shooting Seattle 14-2. But only 2 of those 14 shots have actually forced a save of Stephen Fry. Smith has a lot of speed, but not enough to catch up to that one.
Just over a minute left in this first half. Still 0-0. Both teams have had chances to go 1-0 up, but not had any opportunity to spark that goal. A must-needed goal.
Monteros wrestled to the ground by Alonso. Final 30 seconds or so of this half. Valeri for Armenteros. Marshall makes it look so simple and easy.
20 seconds left. Can Seattle cause one last chance before the half?
So how do you measure him being at his best? He said, every time we put Chad on the field, we know exactly what we're going to get. That level of consistency and quality across what has been, as we said, one of the longest and most successful careers in MLS history. 15 years, 3 Defender of the Year trophies, 3 Supporters Shield, 2 MLS Cup.
Just too dark.
Cup as well, and a scoreless first half.
And there we go. There goes the whistle for half-time. 0-0 at the moment. Both teams having a lot of chances to get up, but none of them have actually gone and put the needle through the thread. So I'll be back in about 15 minutes, and we'll be starting with the second half.
So this might be a fun conversation. to win 7
Okay, we are back.
and get above the playoff line for the first time all year.
Second half has just kicked off.
Holding the side of his head, as is a Seattle player. Clash of heads.
So hopefully
Training staff.
something can happen. Can a goal finally be resorted? Hopefully.
Ship down there for Seattle.
Let's have a look as the ship is trying to get back goal side of Theo Char and win that ball, and just a clash of the heads at the end of it.
We've heard from both coaches now. In your opinion, what does either side need to change to go on and get a win in the second half?
I think for Seattle.
So Chara and Chip just had a
Will Bruins coming into this game.
head clash.
Target striker, you could say.
So hopefully they're all right.
The fact of the matter remains, whether it's Rui Diaz or Will Bruin, that player, that number 9, is not getting any type of service to get involved in the game. They're not putting dangerous balls in the box. You need to get Ladero more involved.
How do I eat without making myself look like an idiot?
More possession, so we need to see more of that from Seattle.
Right.
Oh, and that's a bad giveaway.
Bipolar for Ladero.
Seattle now on the verge of it. An attack. There's a shot caught straight by Portland's keeper.
Called into action to make a save.
And that's what you cannot afford to do if you're the Portland Timbers, because you had the better of the first half. You had some good possession. You created a couple chances.
Portland now. Potential one-on-one, but it's a great deflection there by Seattle. Could have resulted in a 1-0 for Portland.
Will be flagged for a handball and a free kick for Seattle. That's woken the crowd back up.
We can't even finish a sentence right now before we get a chance. It's a great pass from Valeri to find Alvis Powell streaking down the right side. Brad Smith has timed it. And this is what I was saying in the first half. I think down Portland's right, if Powell continues to play forward, it stops Brad Smith getting forward. And then on their left, Valentin has joined the attack when the timing has been right. Blanco's been good, Polo has been good. So those little interchanging, and for them, it's still that last pass. The timing of the pass before it, and then a good quality ball into Armenteros, who's just waiting for a good opportunity.
Pretty much this match is Portland's to lose, because Portland's have majority of the possession, majority of the chances. They just need to capitalise on those chances, which is something they failed to do in the first half.
Back in for Valeri. Powell further to his right. Valeri firing it, and Fried able to knock it down. They only get back to his feet, but Smith...
Shot from 30 yards out. Keeper saves it, but it bounces away, and it was cleared, so it's a throw-in to Portland.
For throw. Smith swinging a miss. Second chance to hook it away.
And John, this chance comes because Powell is up on the right side. And right side, you see Brad Smith, he can't commit because he has to honor that cross. And Valeri takes the shot, Fry just gets down quickly enough.
Armenteros, great spin away from Marshall, but only Kim Ki-hee was there on the end of the cross. First-year player native of South Korea. Made his debut, and then suffered a calf strain, was out for a stretch, but has kept Roman Torres out of the lineup since his return from the World Cup. Formed a solid partnership in this win streak with Chad Marshall. Roldan working hard to keep it on Polo.
So anyways, it's a good chance here for Seattle. Oh, it gets pushed down, but no free kick.
Armenteros ran away from
Portland now. They've got numbers.
Valentin advancing up the left. Valentin has it now.
Crossed in. Defended again by Seattle.
Olam holds it in for Blanco. Timbers have been very good this year.
What the fuck was that?
Atlanta has scored more goals in the opening 15 minutes of the second half than the Timbers have this year.
I think a bird just flew straight into my window.
Hoping to see a lot more tonight between Smith and Powell. Powell able to
Or it might be
slow
my
it
cat.
out for a Seattle throw. And Schwitzer telling us yesterday they don't really expect much more than 70 minutes out of Brad Smith. Still building his fitness. Barely played last season for Bournemouth. Nuhu, who Spotty took in the lineup, is available on the bench. Char able to slide Ladero out of the way of that. Marshall And it looks so effortless. Easing Armenteros off that ball, winning it back for Seattle. MLS and FS1 sponsored by Audi. The Audi Player Index tracks every move, every match. To learn more, visit MLSsoccer.com.
Boom, Audi. Oh, it's a lovely other top 3 ball here for Seattle. Can they make something of this? The pass, the shot just goes wide. Goal kick for Portland. Seattle now. They are doing what's necessary to try to win this. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Perfect.
It's Ridgewell who gets across. He forces Rui Diaz to run past the near post. Make it really difficult for him to redirect that one towards Jeff Atzenella.
Oh, it's a corner actually. No, it's not a goal kick. It's a corner. It's whipped in, headed away by Portland.
So trying to keep it in there. Blanco takes it away.
Portland trying to get through, but Seattle are there. Pretty much Seattle so far are doing exactly what Portland did in the first half. Seattle trying to whip it in. And I think it went out for a corner. No, it didn't. Apparently it stayed in play. I mean, in my opinion, I think it went over. So it should have been a corner, but I don't know.
And Valeri able to carry forward for Portland.
Here we go. They got the Timbers Army singing a rip-off of the Barmy Army chant. But anyways, now Portland trying to persevere through. They're sending it to the other side, trying to get a whip in.
Olin for Zarek Valentine. Polo for Blanco. And 4 white shirts around him before he got rid of it.
It's so narrow right now for Portland, though. They're just waiting for one opportunity to put a cross in the box. Now it's going to go out of play unless Chara can...
And the ball's gone out of play from that passing around.
Some good moments, but a misunderstanding there.
So Seattle now have possession.
Quick conversation below me was Savarese just saying, when I picked the ball up there, I had nobody to pass it to. And that was because Seattle, that's what Seattle want. They want you to try and jam it through the middle where they've got numbers, where they've got Alonso, where they've got Svensson, and then they can build up themselves.
Smith clipping it in for Rui Diaz. Atzenella there. This is how it would look in the Western Conference if it finishes this way. Portland still holding the final playoff spot below the Galaxy in the tiebreaker. Vancouver and Seattle, though, lurking just behind. Powell, long run, not going to be able to get there, but acrobatically leaps over the advertising boards rather than suffer an injury. It's worth mentioning both Portland and Seattle have games left in Vancouver this year. We'll have Seattle against the Galaxy in September down at StubHub Center. This is going to be an awful lot of fun down the stretch.
Yeah, it's so tight there. In Vancouver, that win coming from behind against the San Jose Earthquakes, just making sure their name is still in the mix. Real Salt Lake, what a run they've been on. But for both of these teams, and coming to this game, John, Seattle on this incredible run of 6 games straight, but if they lose this game to Portland, they all of a sudden are still sitting on the outside looking in.
Well done for Rui Diaz for the Terror.
Seattle now.
Valentine, the defender.
Trying to cause something to happen.
Ladero. Rolled across for Ship. Pressure from behind from Valeri.
Portland steal it.
And they were trying to play the outlet for Blanco's run. Fry staying at home, and Kim Kee able to hook it out for a Portland throw. Johnny Savarese hoping to get it back in play. It's very similar to 2 years ago this same weekend. The teams played down here. A Seattle win over Portland would have taken the last playoff spot from them. That was part of Seattle's resurgence. As it goes wide for Chara. In for Valeri.
Portland aren't just able to get into the box now. Seattle's defense have been rock solid at this current moment. 56 minutes gone, still 0-0 between Portland and Seattle.
Losing Vancouver on the final day, missed the postseason.
Please tell me I'm not going to be like sitting here for like 2 hours watching a 0-0 draw. Portland with a whip in and it goes straight out. Goal kick to Seattle.
10 left after tonight, 9 left for Seattle. And there is Will Bruin.
Seattle are planning to make a substitute right now. The first of the match.
Rui Diaz in from the there. He's offside. Flag is up. And it is part of this consistent stretch. 3 straight years now where Seattle have really struggled. Before July.
Portland now, can they have a chance here? He's gone past one, number 99. But they send it bad out wide. The pass didn't have enough weight, but is he able to keep it in? He is.
Well, the team trying to keep it and do something with it.
Trying to get out. That is fantastic work there. The ball's whipped in, but straight into the hands of Seattle's keeper. A lot of potential so far now for this second half to go down. Entertaining, and teams potentially going down swinging.
Instead of trying to pick out the man right in there, just put it in a dangerous area that allow the striker to go and get it. But when you give it lofted in there, the goalkeeper's going to get it every single time.
Armenteros couldn't do anything with that giveaway. And Bruin is getting his final instructions from Brian Schmetzer. 6th straight game on the bench for Seattle, having started pretty much the whole season since Rui Diaz showed up. He's been a sub, and he was an unused substitute against Dallas a couple of weeks ago for just the 2nd time in 2 seasons with Seattle. Great feature this week by Matt Pence, writing for The Athletic about a guy that we think of as the dancing bear. His famous double thumbs up to Alan Chapman, sort of a lovable goofball as Char trying to get in there on Smith. And it's for a goal kick, and yet a guy who has a real edge about losing his spot. Hasn't taken it well, is fighting.
Here we go, first substitute for Seattle.
To come off. So a couple different changes in this substitution.
Yeah, I wonder if they go 4-4-2 now, because if it was like for like, it would be Bruin for Rui Diaz, but bringing off Leardam, looks like Christian Roldan's going to go to right back.
Let's find the answer from downstairs. Katie, what's the word from the Sounders bench?
Stu's spot on with that one. I'm very proud of you guys out there. Hey, I just spoke with Gonzalo Pineda over here on Seattle's bench. They're going to
the substitute. Kelvin Liedman is off, and Will Braun is on.
Tactically switching in this way is to help deal with the space that Armenteros and Valeria are moving into, and also they just felt like Raul Rui Diaz needed a little bit of help that Will Bruin can supply up top.
We've seen a shift into this look from Seattle this summer. Roldan has played just about every position on the field. Last couple of years, Char looking in. Kim Key, he heads away. And unlocked his Portland defense. Diego Chara. Valentine popping up in the middle.
Portland with a shot. Major deflection.
And Fry is able to keep that ball in play.
And the Seattle keeper is able to keep it in. So it happened down the one end, and this happened down the other. Consistency.
Takes a knock to the face there from Diego Char, who's on a yellow card for the first half. Quickly ahead.
What a potential here for Portland. Number 99, 101, takes a major deflection. But Portland are going to keep this in.
Andy Polo, Diego Valeri spinning around Bruin.
Well, with a through ball, that was perfect chance for Portland, but it's cleared away by Seattle. Seattle's defense has been vigorous this entire match, not letting anything go through.
Opportunities for the Portland Timbers, because if you don't have possession, which they haven't had, and they're trying to put an extra number in midfield, you're going to get forced back now into this block of 5, essentially defensively. And Roldan puts that.
We've got a corner now for Portland.
And Portland right now have a really good rhythm, a really good feel to them. So let's see if they still try and do the same with Chad Marshall. They've had a couple really close opportunities from these corners.
The difference is they've all been out swingers from Diego Valeri so far, the 3 in the first half. This is the first one against a swing in with that right foot. And it comes in front of the Timbers Army.
Corner's whipped in. And it's gone past everybody. It'll be a goal kick to Seattle.
Out for a goal kick.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a much better corner kick from Valeri. Putting it into a spot, it's low, it's driven. Armenteros gets there first. He tries to flick it on, but misses it completely. And 3 on-rushing attackers for the Timbers missed it.
Looks like the Timbers are trying to counter. Carlos Yamosa, assistant coach, has been chatting with Giovanni Savarese, now barking out instructions to the Timbers back line.
Well, obviously now it comes down to communication, John, of dealing with the 2 strikers. But if they're winning this battle, look at the gaps that Valeri's finding, and Roldan's coming so far inside. If Andy Polo and Alvis Powell can take advantage quickly in these areas.
There's Blanco running in. Trying to weave around.
And the Portland attack has been stopped by Seattle. But the Seattle attack has just been stopped by Portland. Portland have been dominant for the last 10 minutes.
Polo has Powell making the run up there. Unable to keep it in tight quarters. Alonso and Svensson right on top of him. Long run for Roldan. He's going to get there on his first touch. Kept it in play with his second touch.
Seattle now, down the right.
With his third touch. Second time with his fourth touch.
Whips it in. Is anyone there? No, there isn't.
Chip flying over the top of Chara.
Oh, it's getting chippy now.
Takes the bump from Bruin.
You're right, though, John. Since that substitution, it really has felt. We're starting to see
It's been a bit, getting a bit interesting at the moment. There's been chops at the moment. Portland have gotten the free kick
Talked about that some before
in their own half.
The players on both sides, they
Oh,
do
medication.
genuinely enjoy this. Sometimes we make too much of a rivalry. Sometimes as a player, it's 1 of 34 games, but particularly in an atmosphere like this, how could you not really feel it in your blood? Blanco able to keep it on Marshall, got a cross away. Valeri finding space on Ladero.
It's whipped in for Portland. Can it be kept in? No, it cannot. It's a goal kick for Seattle again. 63rd minute in, 27 minutes left until added time.
Powell just takes his eye off it at the last minute. He thinks Brad Smith's going to win it. The frustration from Valeri.
Alonso. Bruin trying to front as a target. Instead it's wide for Smith. Pushed it rolled on. Chip in for Ladero. Good run to find the
Seattle whip it in. Caught by the Portland keeper. Can now Portland start a counter-attack.
Smith able to slow up. And it's going to be pulled back for that foul. And then Smith, a collision with Blanco.
Oh, here we go. Brad Smith is going down the throat of Blanco. And it has all kicked off here. You do not want to mess with a fucking Aussie. Why would you do that, Blanco? They are all mental.
Brad Smith getting his first taste of this rivalry. It's a nice little kick.
And he's got a yellow card, Brad Smith. I don't know what happened, but apparently they wanted to take a free kick quickly and somebody ran into another and it just kicked off.
And you'll see, as this one gets away, so the referee brings it back, Chris Pencil brings it back for a little pull, and then it was Blanco.
So pretty much Smith went to get the ball so a free kick couldn't be played and Blanco went up behind him, knocked him over, and then started the whole thing.
Coaches are getting into it. Now we're talking.
This is what a rivalry is. Brad Smith, what a unit.
Smith showing the yellow. There's a conference here on the headset between the assistant referee on the near side, referee Chris Pencil, the fourth official as well, just confirming who did or did not receive a yellow card. There's a Pierre Sebastian Blanco. They've just announced on the public address. Got a yellow in there as well. So Blanco and Smith.
Oh, so Blanco, for the initial start, has also picked up a yellow card. Well.
Was blocked by the traffic. Second chance at a Powell.
Oh, it's a chance here for Portland. Can they keep it in? It's going to be a corner. And it is. But Powell he's grabbing his chest. Something's wrong.
He's down.
After the play, yeah, behind the goal.
It looks like he's been copped. Oh, hang on. His hand does not look good.
All the way across.
Something's up.
Timbers don't seem aware that he's down behind the goal. So they're going to continue now at 10. Valeri's taking the corner. Roldan heads it away. Back in by
On the header! Chance! And it's cleared away by Seattle. They don't even understand that Powell is still behind the floor, behind the advertiser boards.
behind the goal. Valeri clipping it in.
So we don't know what has happened.
Acrobatic from Ladero.
So currently, at the moment, Portland are playing with 10.
And Poland now has to keep it away from his friend and teammate, Rui Diaz. Thomas Powell still down, really at the bottom of the stands. Timbers are playing with 10.
I'm not sure how many of his teammates even recognize that he's actually off the field right now, yeah. It's that rare occasion where you're already off the field when you get injured, because if it was like that, you could just go down.
Kimke, he intercepts the pass. He's going to carry.
But now Seattle. Can they start something here? And it's just blocked by Portland. Oh, but a great tackle there by Seattle, but it just runs straight out.
To his feet and get back to the ball.
What has happened to Powell, though?
Powell is still down.
Well, let's see if we can show you what happened. So, yeah, I wonder if he just cuts his hand there, because that's...
Oh, so he runs up,
right here.
and a bit of the advertiser boards come up and clipped him in his hand. His hand might be cut.
Looks like he's had it taped up.
He's got a wrapping on his right wrist. That's an injury from a couple of years ago that kept him out for a long stretch of the summer, including Copa America Centenario. And then now he's got
Hey,
issue
guys,
on the left side.
don't forget about me.
But he's going to continue, it looks like.
Powell's persevering. Fair play to him.
An eventful 67 minutes, even without any goals so far. MLS on FS1 is sponsored by Target. Expect more, pay less. Good step by Cascadia in there in front of Rui Diaz. Handing off for Armenteros.
Portland right now, John, have so much space in midfield.
Across for Charles.
Portland's whipped in, headed up in the air by Seattle.
He was knocked off balance.
And it's been controlled and trying to clear it into the midfield.
To the middle of the
Goes straight back to Portland, however.
Trying to steer to the path of Cascadia, who stayed up there.
And it'll be now thrown for Portland.
And trying to be a little bit more defensive and stopping some of the space for Armenteros. I think they've actually increased it, because Valeri, over the past 5-10 minutes, has been more involved than he's been all game, because you don't have someone like Svensson next to Alonso. These spots right now, where Olm can pick passes, Blanco can pick up the ball.
Yeah.
They're really hurting the Seattle team. They've thrown off the balance.
Portland, all they need now is a goal before the momentum switches in favour of Seattle. Because it could eventually happen in the last 10 minutes.
Dallas Powell. Working on Ship. Thought he had that ball.
Portland now. And it's a deflection. It's now corner again for Portland.
Just about 20 minutes to go. There has not been a scoreless draw between these teams for a decade. May 2008.
Remember that's an interesting fact. There has never been a goalless draw in this fixture for 10 years. Could this be the first one in the decade? The corner headed away by Seattle. Portland now. Whip it in. It's going to be another corner for Portland. The ball is whipped in. Portland still have possession of it though. The ball's whipped in. Header! Hits the roof of the net. That has to be the best chance of this match by far. With a Cruyff turn assist. Oh, that was brilliant by Valentine.
And then here you go. Well, Cruyff, see you later. And then he still has the quality, lifts it up. Armenteros, you can see what he's trying to do. He's gonna.
He sends the number 17 for Seattle the other way for a baguette down at Tesco.
Too much on it.
This is a guy who's been starting since the second game of the season, who knows he's probably not starting much longer. Jorge Villafani had been recently reacquired, trying to come back off a shoulder injury. The U.S. International title winner for Santos Laguna in Mexico and for the Timbers in 2015.
Now Seattle now. The opportunity here to through ball. It's a lovely chance. It's 1-on-1. But the keeper comes out and collects it. Man, it's end-to-end stuff at the moment here in Providence Park.
Valentine's saying, I'm going to work hard every day. I'm never going to be outworked. I'm going to be a player counted upon. I'm not just going to roll over and give up that spot. And he's trying to show something like that tonight. Ladero now. Bruin battling in the air with Ridgewell. Diego Chara. Diego Valeri. For a second to get it under control. Roldan get a piece of that as it was coming through to Armenteros. Kim Ki-hee sliding through, able to prevent the corner. Quickly in for Valeri off the throw. Poland trying to return it, almost did. Blanco going to get there first.
Chance for Portland, the shot. It's gone all the way up into the air. It'll be another throw-in for Portland. 18 minutes remaining.
Valeri Blanco stretching out a leg behind the play right now. And Blanco's back, doubled over, hands on knees on the other side of the field. And they're not even going to attempt to try to get on the end of that pass.
And here's that chance earlier from Seattle.
That one-on-one opportunity by Seattle. The player who was going on the one-on-one just had too much of a first touch.
A reminder, though, from Seattle of saying, okay, we are sitting back. We are struggling at times. Portland have had the run of the game, but they've offered that one opportunity. We're looking to play on the counterattack, and here they come again.
And that was a throw given to Seattle because Blanco was in some sort of pain. They're going to get him off here in a moment, but now Seattle's got possession.
The dribble here for Seattle. It's tucked in. 17 tries to connect it. Tries to swing for the ball, but instead of connecting with the ball, he connects with a Portland player, meaning that Portland now have an advantage played now. Allegedly Blanco for Portland had to be taken off because he was hurt.
There's Blanco now.
But he's now back on, don't worry.
A return from Polo. Blanco on the deck. Valeri trying to get
Chance Valeri.
Yes, he does. Valeri.
Can he try to get a shot through? Just take a shot. They're trying to through ball it into the box, but they've never heard of just have it and just firing it from outside the box.
Chip in for Alonso. Ladero further along. Roldan is all the way wide. Roldan has it now on Valentine. Roldan crossing it.
And Seattle with a shot. A through ball inside the 18. No touches, fires it, skies it. And Ship, unfortunately, cannot put it on target for Seattle.
Away from traffic, and everyone from Portland's going back toward their own goal. Yes, it takes a little bit of a hop, but he mistimes it. He's trying to pass it into that corner.
We are in for a very entertaining last 15 minutes of this matchup. Anything could happen.
And whistle there, going to go against Armenteros, son Marshall. Asprilla ready to come on, but not coming on just yet. That was just the fourth shot of the game for Seattle to Portland's 19. But only 3 of the 19 shots from Portland have hit the target. And part of why we're scoreless with a quarter hour left.
Oh, it's a lovely through ball here now. Seattle. Can something happen here? Through ball. It's gone in. It's gone in. It is a 1-0 to Seattle. And it looks like it was an own goal by Portland. And just like that, after being heavily damaged and on the defense for majority of the second half, Seattle on the counter-attack have punished Portland. So through ball. Number 20, Kim comes from the right, gets a through ball through. It comes off number 18, Cascadia from Portland, comes off his foot and rolls into the back of the net. So right now, it will be counting as an own goal, and it's 1-0 to Seattle, 77 minutes in. A major, major goal in the season of Seattle Sounders.
Against the best defensive team in the league late in games, they've got to find a way back. Espria has come on for the seemingly injured Blanco.
Spiller now has come on for Blanco during that whole situation.
And Seattle are lights out. They're unbeaten their last 23 games with the first goal scored, including playoff games, since June of last year. Another change coming for Portland. Andres Flores, who became a U.S. citizen.
A dead silence has paraded itself over Providence Park. And now another top dribble here for Seattle. Can they punish him more? But he gets cleared away. But Seattle are able to keep it in. But now Portland. Back heel does not fall for anybody.
Seventh straight win for Seattle. Matching Sporting Kansas City in 2012, but it's the second team in league history to win 7 straight since the end of the shootout. They would go above Portland now into a playoff spot for the first time all year. The Timbers have been above the playoff line since they beat Seattle on this field in May. That ball for a spree, not going to reach him.
And John, Portland will be sitting there right now thinking, how is this game 1-0? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Seattle has played this beautiful, brilliant soccer tonight, because they haven't. But they've been effective in what they do. It's a road performance.
Yeah.
Here in this building, they've been tough to play against. They haven't allowed really any clear-cut chances.
Another substitution here for Portland.
Down the other end, however it came about, when Kim Kihee gets down on the right side, it comes across, it's an own goal.
Flores is coming on, replacing Andy Polo.
It's Polo who makes way for Flores, who played for Giovanni Savarese in the New York Cosmos the last 4 years. And Harry Shipp, who just a moment before that own goal looked like it missed the chance of the game for Seattle. He'll be the one to make way.
And Shipp is coming off for Seattle to be replaced by, I believe that's Torres.
I think what they'll do now is push Svensson back into midfield alongside Alonso. Now you have 3 real center backs on there. Kim Kihee, Roman Torres, Chad Marshall. It's a little bit more of a solid look in the midfield.
And Bruin battling hard up front since he's come on as a sub to help win that ball out of the air. Sails out past Smith. Now to find a Seattle team, the last time that they won 7 consecutive games without the benefit of a golden goal or a shootout, you have to go back to 1980. In the NASL, they won 11 straight. And an English midfielder by the name of Alan Hudson, that team, his son Anthony, is the Rapids coach now.
Whipping the head by Portland, but cleared away by the keeper.
That's the type of history that exists around what the Sounders have been able to pull off. Yes, we've become used to it, but boy, is it impressive. And can it lift them into a playoff spot? Armenteros for Powell.
Okay, Portland tries to whip it in, but it goes straight out.
For a goal kick, as we're going to hit 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go.
10 minutes remaining. What else could happen?
And for Portland, they go 4 months without a loss, 15 games, climbing this close to second place in the Western Conference standings. This would now be a fourth straight loss, just one off their MLS era club record where they lost 5 straight in 2012. Dropped them below the playoff line. As we said, a tough week for them. Toronto comes in on Wednesday. Short turnaround at the Revolution on Saturday. Then one of the teams that are playing in the international break, they're going to be shorthanded against Colorado the following weekend. This is how it would look. And Seattle would actually leap ahead of the Galaxy in the tiebreakers. It's taken quickly, trying to catch Antonella. Napping there was Alonso. Powell clipping an hand for Diego Char. Char trying to play for Armenteros. Alonso got in the way. Marshall just stabs it out for a throw. Going for Powell. His cross in met once again by Marshall. Rui Diaz helping out. Alonso slicing that up. Valentine brings it down. It's Eric Valentine out wide for Dyron Asprilla. Roldan the defender. Asprilla. Second chance at it now. Roldan pokes it away.
Now Seattle now on the counter-attack. This is a decent play here by Seattle. Switch swaps ends. Good play. Over the top. Number 17 with a header. And it's cleared away off the line. But it was offside. So if it went in, it wouldn't have mattered. 8 minutes left until added time. Can Portland pull something out of this? Or will Seattle hold on and record a very famous victory?
Here's Flores just on as a sub. Each team is one substitution remaining. Valentine, Valeri wanted to dummy it along. Marshall got it clear. Powell, he'll tee it up.
Power the shot, and it's gone straight up into Rosie. Goal kick for Seattle.
Reminder of our game next week. Atlanta United leading the supporter shield standings. DC United trying to charge their way to a playoff spot. Down to a loss today by the Red Bulls as the cross comes in for Rui Diaz. Cascadia.
Oh, the FCK CAE is fuck Seattle. I've only just realised because I commented on the shirts. Fucking like just at the beginning of the match, but apparently it means it's fuck Seattle, and I've only just realised it. Well, that is terrible observation by myself.
Smith just clipping it out and playing it safe. Seattle will make their third and final substitution. Nuhu will be coming on in a moment. Asprilla trying to weave his way through. That wide for Valeri.
Portland now on the end here.
Out of the first attempt, now cutting it back. A second time on Marshall.
Whips it in. Caught by the Seattle keeper. If he did not catch that, it would have been a simple header for 99 of Portland and it would be 1-1. But a very necessary catch made by the Seattle keeper.
Armenteros trying to be clever there on Stephen Fry. Bruno really making himself a handful up there for Ridgewell. Rui Diaz brings it down. Ladera opening it up for Smith. Char helps to break that up. Sounders want to make the sub, and they're able to before Portland.
There's a final sub coming in
Brad Smith, who goes 85 minutes tonight.
for Seattle. Brad Smith is coming off, the Australian.
Whose spot he took in the starting lineup, Nuhu Tolo, who will replace him.
And who will Brad Smith be replaced by?
Smith tonight, I thought in the first half. We saw flashes of him getting forward the second half with a little bit of a different role, playing almost as a left wing back as part of that five-man back line they've been playing. He's picked his moments, and he'll get his fitness, he'll get in more of a rhythm, and the more he does that toward the end of the season. And
He's been replaced by Nohu Tolo.
Looks a tidy pickup for the Sounders.
And Nuhu, the 21-year-old from Cameroon, second-year player, also spent a year with Sounders 2, their USL reserve team. David Guzman, who had a run of starts last couple of weeks after barely playing this year, including his time away at the World Cup with Costa Rica. He'll be their third and final substitution. Valentin clipping it in. Kim Kihi was there. One of the reinforcements the Timbers brought in from an attacking standpoint, Lucas Milano, who had been on loan the last year and a half in Argentina, part of their title run in 2015, still building up his fitness, so not yet available.
4 minutes remaining until added time left in this match. What could happen? A lot has happened in the last 15 minutes. Could anything happen in the last 5?
Wide for Valentin. Valentin trying to create some space on Roldan. Svensson there to meet him.
The ball is whipped in.
Trying to bring it down there. Torres stabbing it away.
But nothing comes of it now. What could Seattle do? And a Seattle player's just completely been taken out. And it's a yellow card for that Portland player. And the last substitution by Portland is coming on. Guzman will be coming on.
Really great work tonight from Ozzy Alonso. So right now he picks it up, has a little look. Valeri committed a sprint.
I don't know who he's replaced, but we'll find out soon.
Beats him in, touches it past him, take the free kick.
So a yellow card. David Guzman is on. Third and final sub for Portland.
He's replaced Lawrence Olum. There we go. Fuck my leg.
Given right to Espria though off the free kick. Guzman on the ball for the first time. Portland running out of time to avoid a first back-to-back home loss stretch for 3 years.
Now Seattle on the attack now.
Spot of the standings to Seattle. Alonso into the space. Roldan, a long run forward. He's going to get there. Roldan now.
The ball's lifted in the air. Bicycle kick, and it's just gone wide for Seattle. Rudiaz. He was a beautiful bicycle kick, just off target. If that went in, oh my lord.
Actually opened up space for Rudiaz because of the stuff he does like that in the box. He gets up, he wins that header.
90 seconds remaining until we find out how much added time there will be.
90 seconds plus stoppage time remaining. Armenteros is on side of the ball from Valeri.
Now whip in here for Portland. Cleared away by Seattle.
Guzman trying to get it back into the mixer. Nuhu rising up to win the header.
Now Seattle have cleared it all the way down. Number 17 has picked it up for Seattle, trying to get a through ball in, but not enough power to make him reach. If that through ball went through, that could have been good night to Portland.
90th minute now.
1 minute remaining until added time. It's now Portland again. Tries to cross it in. It'll be a corner for Portland.
Corner of the night for one of the best set-piece scoring teams in MLS this year, Portland. But they struggle to create really good chances off of these this evening.
Can something happen for Portland?
And now 21,144, yet another sellout, all coming to their feet. Valeri out, Guzman.
Cleared out.
Something on it. Nuhu's header up in the air.
Still, Portland have possession. Whipped in. Punched up by the Seattle keeper. But it's out of the box. But Portland still have it. Whipped in. Headed away by Torres this time. Now Portland, what can they do? But Seattle now has possession. 4 minutes. Repeat, 4 minutes of added time. That is how long is left for Portland to try to salvage something from this match.
This will definitely fray the nerves here in Portland. And will continue what has been a marvelous midseason turnaround for Seattle. And a fun showdown with Sporting Kansas City coming up on Saturday if they can see it out. Ladero has Nuhu continuing his run forward.
Lovely through ball there for Seattle. Tries to get it whipped in. But anything, but now Seattle still have possession now. They release it. Try to cross it in. And it's just gone wide. And it's gone out. Goal kick for Portland. That could have ended it right there for Seattle.
Nice run from deep from Ladero here. Slip pass. Trying to just chip it up for someone in the box. Actually looked like it took a slight deflection.
But now Seattle are now controlling the ball at the moment. Which is something... No, Seattle are controlling the ball at the moment. I just got used to saying that because Portland have been dominating majority of this match. But then Seattle scored. 2.5 minutes remaining of the 4 additional minutes. What could happen?
Valentine.
The ball is whipped in and it's cleared away by Torres.
Valentine across for Diego.
2 minutes left.
Pump fake on Alonso.
Portland trying to whip it in. It's now throw-in to Portland off a deflection by Seattle.
And Seattle make a little bit of MLS history. Let alone some team history and reshuffle the deck of the Western Conference standings. Chara clipping it in.
And it's headed away by Torres. But it's still up in the air inside the box. But I believe Portland now have control of it. No, Seattle has stolen it here. And now it could be a counter-attack potential. The through ball. It's a good one. It's 1-on-1 for Portland. Oh. It was a 1-on-1 by Seattle. I believe it was already offside. But Cascadia has made the tackle of the game. And he is currently down and out.
They're saying head injury as well.
It's a head injury apparently. And they're stopping time. A minute left.
Oh yeah, he's got a little cut there on the
He's got a cut right here, Cascadia, with an absolute fantastic tackle.
Offside or not, to get back there and stop Rui Diaz, who you thought was streaking away for an opportunity. Let's see, is he on or is he off?
He's onside. He's completely onside, so it shouldn't have been flagged.
I think when he gets in behind right now, the ball just gets caught under his feet. It allows Cascadia to get around. I'm not sure what exactly causes it, but he goes down straight away, clutching his face.
Timbers are out of subs.
So what would happen is another minute will be played on.
He hasn't had a whole lot to do. But then the one chance in front of goal, he cleared it in the back of his own net, and I think Rui Diaz's cleat might have just caught him.
There.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Cascadia, as we said, who stepped in when Liam Ridgewell got injured in May, has played every minute since.
Here we go, Cascadia will be coming back on.
For Saprissa of Costa Rica against Portland 2 years ago. And the CONCACAF champions, like the Timbers, have signed since. David Guzman and Roy Miller, the others. So we'll see 94-3-ish. That it's restarted as Alonso.
Yeah, that's a rivalry. That's just a little moment there. You know what? You have possession. We're going to stick it right in your corner, and then we're going to press.
That is a big play. Because they kick it off to the keeper to make it fair play, but however, he's kicked it right to the corner flag for a throw-in. That is genius.
Theoretically, about 30 more seconds.
So there's about 30 more seconds left. Portland, this is their last chance.
Rescue a tie out of this. Esprit trying to get it like Kim Ki-hee, who created the own goal.
He's still going. But Seattle, they've got everyone back and they have cleared the ball down. But Portland have picked it up again. This is the last chance. Advantage has been played. Oh, it's a great step. But oh, what a tackle. But it's come for a corner for Portland. This is it. This is the final chance for Portland to get something from this match. Is the goalkeeper coming up? The goalkeeper is coming up for Portland. This is it. It's whipped in. It's headed away.
Chris Pencil, look at the watch as the pass come backwards for Chara. Is there still time enough for Portland here?
There's still time, apparently. Whipped in, Portland with the header. Trying to clear it away, and it's up in the air. That is it. Seattle have held on for a very famous win in relation to their season. It looks like both coaches are going at it at the moment. So the final game, and the game finally ends. Portland Timbers 0, Seattle Sounders 1, off an own goal by Cascadia in the 76th minute. Wow. This has put Seattle now back in the playoff positions. They have gone over top both of their Cascadian rivals of Vancouver and Portland. So now that's the end of the match. Thank you guys for watching along. And I'll see you all later. Sometime. I'm fucking tired.